Am I the a-hole for embarrassing my sister at her engagement party by uncovering her lies about our childhood? Yesterday was my sister's, 25 female, engagement party. My two brothers and I, one is 22, two of us are 21, have been on the other side of the US for the majority of 2023 and didn't think we would be there for the party. Still, plans shifted, and we ended up arriving home last Wednesday. I don't know if I was invited so much as we happened to live where the event was hosted because it was held in my parents' house. My sister didn't outright say she didn't want us there, but we didn't see much of her in the lead up. We didn't know any of the people at the party, so we're introducing ourselves to people, mingling, and doing the party thing. Someone mentioned the family photos on the wall at some point and how they were surprised to see many of us on the wall when they didn't even know my sister had siblings. This sent me down a whole rabbit hole of confusion. This person elaborated and said she was surprised to see this type of photo on the wall because my sister had told all her friends that my parents were extreme workaholics. We have a lovely house, so they weren't surprised. It felt properly homey and lived in. Once again, I was thrown for a loop. Growing up, our home was the house. We had friends over constantly who were basically like extra siblings. My parents worked the average amount and were home with us as much as possible. We got chauffeured around to sports practices, my parents took the time to get to know all of our friends well, etc. They were more involved in our lives than average. It was my sister who really separated herself from everyone and chose to exclude herself from activities. At some point during this conversation, a few other people overheard, and soon enough, there was a decent crowd of her friends around my brothers and me, listening to stories of us growing up that were blowing these people's minds because it's apparently common knowledge among their friend group that our parents were so hands-on, and uncommon knowledge that we even existed. I had a perfect time and felt like I made some new friends. After the event, apparently, my sister was crying because I embarrassed her in front of her friends, and the work she had put in to separate herself from us golden children had been undone.